name.
Okay, I'm Tori.
Okay, Tori. Tell me about your problem. What happened?
So I had back pain, and I got thrown off a tube during the summer when we were tubing on my dad's boat. And I always feel like one leg's shorter than the other, and then I'm kind of walking off balance, and that causes my back to hurt.
And how long ago was that you got hurt?
That was 2.5 years ago.
And so in that 2.5 years, has it ever been resolved?
Not completely. We've tried different doctors who give me stretches and different exercises to do, but none of that's really worked in the long term.
Okay. All right, so let's have you stand up, and then you can just face this way. So first thing we're gonna do is just check her gait. Hold hard. So we're gonna have her step into her heel, and when she does that, it throws her into stress and her body shuts down. Now we're gonna bring her knee forward and down to foot plant, and then she goes weak again. Now go back. If we check the other side, now she's strong, and then she goes down and forward. So all that tells me is there's either a problem here, 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 or here. And what we figured out the other day is she's got a little bit of arch issue on that side. So if we have her step on that with her right foot, bring it up a little bit. And what that's doing is kind of simulating her arch. Bring your knee forward, now hold, and now everything goes back into position. So she initially had a problem here, and it's kind of gone down further into her extremities. And then if you'll have a seat, and then her whole right side, upper, like if I check her wrist, her strength is weak. If I check her quad, hold hard, she's weak, but the left side is good. And then if we check this side, it's strong. Now I'll go face down. And then the other thing that we figured out is, I'll go on this side, is we check her glutes. Try and hold this up, and I'm gonna push. Her glutes aren't firing. And then hold. So she has a bilateral glute weakness. And then go ahead and stand up for me. And then just face Alyssa. And then when we check her, her hips have kind of shifted that direction. This shoulder has rotated down and forward, which is restricting her with her volleyball. What's called fascia, and fascia is like a big giant piece of saran wrap. It's called connective tissue. And in your gait, this shoulder and this hip go together, this shoulder and this hip go together. So when I check her mobility, let this relax, she gets to maybe about 90 degrees, and then there's a lot of resistance. And so this is called percussion, and percussion is high-speed vibration. It basically unwinds that fascia, and we do a little bit of a pattern around the shoulders, and then that's gonna release that tissue so that we can get it back to where it should be, and then eventually she'll have some exercises to do to help it stay there, because even a simple thing like carrying her backpack is reinforcing her bad posture, or weak posture, excuse me. And so this just kind of unwinds that tissue, and then if we do that, that indirectly is going to help her hips to move better, because then she'll have a better arm swing in her gait, and then she won't blow her shoulder out playing volleyball, because right now she can't get her arm back where she needs to. So if we go back and check it, now she can get it almost up to neutral. And so again, her pecs have gotten too tight, which is rotating her shoulder down and forward, and then these muscles are weak and she can't hold it back. Okay, so now go face down. And then if we look at her leg length, her right foot is about 1 inch shorter than the left. Take a little breath in and out. A little breath in and out. So then if we go back and check, she's more even, but typically what you'll see is the other hip counters. Take a little breath and out. Counters the right movement. So we're always trying to reverse the posture and get the body to start firing the correct way versus just compensate. Take a deep breath out. Once more, take a deep breath out. Now turn your head that way.
This way?
Yep. Then the other way. Okay, now I'm going to slide her up here, and then on her x-ray she carries her head forward. So with this table, we can actually put her head back to where we want to. And then based on what we see on the x-ray, take a deep breath. Now have you sit up on your back. We're trying to get her head to come back over her shoulders. Scoot down a little bit. And then we're going to bring it this way and a little pop there. Sit back up. Now we're going to have her lie on her back. And in the lower back, she kind of has an accentuated curve. So the facets, the joints are kind of jammed. So we're going to just check, try and hold this out. And she's strong there. I'll put this block under her. Try and hold. She goes weak. It means the facet's jammed. It's like a blown fuse. So we're just going to traction her leg, give a little pull, try and hold it. And what that does, it's like resetting the blown fuse. Hold hard. And she only has it at the lower part, hold between her pelvis and her last vertebrae. Hold on both sides. Hold hard, are jammed. Now hold there, good. Now let's have you sit up and then just sit there.
Okay.
Put your hands down. Now if we bring this up, which was the weaker side, hold hard, hold, and keep it bent.
Okay.
Hold hard. And now it's fire and butter. We go here, can't budge her. Now stand up. Now step into your right heel. Now when we check her hold, she stays steady. And then hold, she stays steady. And she can tell you, feels nice.